What?
Sometime.
What? Wait. Listen.
What happened?
Oh, what happened? Listen. Yo, Savage AF, we are here. Normally Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. But we're here now, 3 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific Standard Time. Very important to let people know
YouTube,
that.
Facebook Live.
YouTube, Facebook.
Forget your feelings. Facts matter, guys.
Is it facts matter? I thought it
was. Man. We'll be cursing in 4 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Hold on until then.
But until then, what you do is, until that time, what we need you to do is, there's a little thing that you got to do if you're new to the show, new to the channel. It's scrolling. Now, Pedro, it's scrolling somewhere. Channel. Yeah, it's scrolling somewhere.
At the bottom of catch it before we hold on. Come back. Oh, there you go.
Okay. So
YouTube.com/C/SavageAFWorld. All the shows are archived. If you ever miss us live with your high ass. Higher than my hair is right now.
You were high yesterday though. You were.
Oh yeah, man.
It was
good old time.
All right, but make sure
completely sober today.
I can see that. Yo, make sure that you do this. Ring the bell. Why not ring the bell? Yeah. So the people that are regulars, you know what the deal is. But the people that aren't regulars, this is what you got to do. This is your mission. Okay.
This is your life.
And it relates to this. You see my thumb? We need some of those. Put the thumbs up.
Now listen, and some of you guys are, you just flat out live on, like, you're online delinquents.
Yeah.
And you get kicked off a platform. So let's say you can't get us on YouTube because of, governmental issues, whatever.
Yeah.
You can find us on Facebook, man. Savage, right here. Dot.
You know what? I'm going to change the graphic and put a dot there just in case, because no, I can't do that. But we need a dot one. I'm going to have to make a dot one. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Going to make a dot one.
SavageA.F.man on Facebook. Make sure you catch us there. Also, this is probably tantamount to anything in life, even air at this point. Instagram, okay? Most important thing on the planet. Fuck your kids.
And you know what?
Your marriage, it doesn't matter.
Wait a minute. I don't know if we're going to say it's the most important thing.
I cursed already.
Yeah, it's not more important than air. It's not more important than air.
I don't know, man.
All right, fuck.
I don't know.
We already.
How many followers does Air have? Okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. Follow us on the gram, man. At Black Pedro. At Comedian Shang. Without followers, we literally are nothing. So I have no value on this planet without followers on Instagram. So please give me value.
All right.
All right, man. Savage AF. I see we got family in the building. Maya Baker is here. Nicole H. Bronda, Lady Hazel May, Evelyn Gatlin, Jamana Jones.
Nicole H being a little
treehead.
Little fat treehead. No. Nicole H being a little fast ass Shang. Show us your other tattoos. All right, yeah. I'm too busy. I've shown your mom all my tattoos.
Ooh, watch out. My Baker said my hair is still high. You know that girl.
Yeah.
If they did a follicle test, I would fail. Treehead said, I had so many edibles last night. I'm just now coming down. Well, welcome back to Earth. I'm glad you didn't crash like that SpaceX rocket. You know what it is, man. Savage AF. Are we there yet? Oh, we're 20 seconds away from
20 seconds away. But
I just want to thank you all for being in the building while we build in the building. Tell your friends, like, share this information. Don't keep this to yourselves, okay, guys?
Yeah.
This isn't like your mom's leftover macaroni and cheese that you just want to, hide from the rest of the family.
Which, by the way, your mom's leftover macaroni and cheese, and your mom's leftover coochie is absolutely outstanding. That's for all the people's moms I slept with that are in the feed.
Wow. Okay.
Just starting shit. I'm just
and all
starting.
the coochies out there.
It's after 5 minutes. I'm starting shit with you motherfuckers. It's a joke.
We will.
Don't get mad. I never had sex with none of your family. Okay? None of your family. Maybe
and
Nicole aged twice and Tree Head 3 times. But other than that, that was your mom.
And if you did get mad, just understand the show is Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. Y'all know what it is. We're your host with the most. All right. It is Friday. 4/21, April 21st.
Yes.
2023.
2020.
In the time space continuum. Now check this out. We're gonna end today's show with a Shangry. And it took a while to construct this sentence. So
yeah, I couldn't.
But Shangry says Mississippi is a miss for me. Miss me. You can Mississippi. You can miss me with that sippy.
Okay, we can change whatever. It. You know what?
No, I know. I got you. All right. Before we get into that Shangry though, Black Page are popping today. I don't know if y'all know this, but your boy Vladimir Putin has joined the Gap band. I'll explain. But before we get into that,
they're too young to know who the Gap band is, man.
Oh no, some of these ladies got a nice wig on their head. You know what I'm saying? They do this. You know what I'm saying? They keep money in their bra.
They going in. Yeah. They like put some leather on and a spike collar. You're good to go in the mosh pit, Pedro. Yeah. If anybody,
bro.
out of the two of us, it would be me. I used to go in mosh pits. Me and my boy Ben. And we used to go in mosh pits specifically to get racist rednecks, not rednecks, but racist skinheads. And we would actually go to fight them and fuck them up. And we would hook them under the arm. He'd be on one arm, and we carry him and we slammed them through tables like wrestling, but we really tried to hurt him. Okay, I had problems. I had a lot of problems.
I mean, maybe that's if they just give us our reparations, niggas wouldn't have to do that. See, yeah. All right. All right, so but before we get into that pop in today, kick his ass, Seabass. No Dumb and Dumber fans out there, nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
LA Mayor Karen Bass has a $1.3 billion plan for homelessness. Let's take a glance at it, y'all.
Right. Also, Gavin Newsom. I gotta add that Gavin Newsom was one of the people that initiated it too. So I'm gonna give Gavin Newsom with his old, looks like he creeps into your bedroom type dude.
Hide your daughter.
Yeah.
No, but before we get into that, Savage AF, and we're joking, Gav. Come on, man. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Again, it's Friday, April 21st, 2023. Shane, you mentioned something about coochies earlier. Well, the coochie time is almost up.
Ladies, it's
coochie time is almost up. Midnight, I believe, Eastern Standard Time. The deadline for the SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States, for their decision on this mifepristone ban that that could affect abortion treatment access, pregnancy care. Well, if the Supreme Court doesn't uphold their ban. So mifepristone is like one of the leading drugs used in the aid of abortions, whether they're voluntary voluntary or medically necessary.
But let me just say something real quick, man, and I'm just going to add it in there. People have a tendency to think this medication is just for that. It actually helps women when they're going through a miscarriage too. So it's
that's why I said medically. That's why I said
I'm sorry, but miscarriage, and there was a woman suing them because she was going through a miscarriage, and they were like, "Yo, we're gonna wait until you're really sick for us to help you." And so
you got to be dying too.
If they'd have gave her that medication, boom.
Yeah. So a drug that was approved by the FDA over 20 years ago.
No side effects, minimal side effects.
Yeah, it's been on the market for 23 years.
Tylenol got more side effects than that.
Bro, more people die from Viagra than they do from mifepristone.
Well, not me, baby.
Republicans, where you at? I'm just saying though, but the things
they
we do
get
allow
rid of Viagra. Put it this way: there will be nothing left on the earth but cockroaches
but Viagra
and Viagra. In fact, it'll be cockroaches taking Viagra.
some hard ass dicks. Yeah, just fucking everywhere.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to Viagra as long as it pertains to men's dicks. We are keeping it on the books. I don't give a fuck if I bleed out my eyes. Long as I can get a hard dick, I'm good.
So yeah, you know, there was a judge who basically was like, "Oh, fuck medicine, I know what's best," and decided to ban the use of mifepristone. I want to say it was Texas is the state. Yeah, it's Texas.
Well, Texas.
Yeah, Matthew Kaczmarek was the judge.
But this is the one thing that I want y'all to know. The Republicans are some crafty motherfuckers because they've been working on systematically tearing down every aspect of a
Vagina.
woman having vagina. Well, they're against vaginas. And we know that Mike Pence is definitely against vagina. He's definitely he's definitely a private dancer. Dad
Oh
said,
man,
"Fuck
you
my
weren't.
dad."
Oh man, Shane, you missed it, dog. One of the days you was absent last week, I came across this Instagram handle called Republicans. Are you Publicans? And it's a Insta page where they have turned like all of these GOP conservative fucks into drag queens using AI technology. Bro, what in the show we're gonna pull it? I'm gonna pull it up. Keep talking, and I'm gonna pull it up right now.
But this is the real shit.
Follow me, no.
If you look at how they systematically been tearing down all the women's rights, because if you look at abortion clinics, which actually these are health care clinics for women, so they're tearing those down. They're trying to get those stopped. You know what's next? Condoms and birth control pills. I think condoms and birth control pills are next. And Mike Pence, who we know dances for money, he dances for money. And a lot of these.
Why would you say that?
About
what makes you think that? Yeah.
Wow.
What makes you think? What makes you think he dances for money, dog?
I'm just saying.
I mean, based on this, I wouldn't even think that's in his nature.
But you got to admit, he got nice legs. I mean,
if he wanted to be a dancer,
if he wanted to be a dancer, he could be a dancer.
Now, when I found that, I was like, oh, Shane would have a ball with it. You got to look at the whole fucking.
But he's one of the main people speaking against it. But this is the wild part. Trump now is he has to absolutely cater to the base. He ain't got no fucking choice, because if he doesn't cater to the base, he loses out, and they'll all flock to DeSantis. But DeSantis is having such a hard time standing against, standing against trans. He's got the don't say gay bill, and now that he snuck the abort in Florida, he snuck it in there. 1 a.m. he passed a law where
it's now a 6-week ban or some shit like that.
6-week ban. It's a 6-week. No, and sometimes women don't even know they're fucking pregnant at 6 weeks. So so I think that he fucked himself on that with women even more, because he got the personality of a fucking lint ball. Secondly,
he failed, by the way, to get like a lot of Republican support.
They're still sucking on the teat of Trump. But the bottom line is, with this particular thing, with this particular drug at midnight, if women don't get mad about this and mobilize and kick these motherfucking Republicans out of office, these insurrectionist ass, fucking racist, xenophobic, fucking homophobic, we can go on all the phobics, saying that they are absolutely, they have to be kicked out in the next.
And all of us need to fight that fight, not just women, because men have men have daughters, mothers, sisters.
I'm saying the reason I say women is because I'll give you an example, and the women gonna get mad at me. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight every one of y'all. I'm kidding. I would never hit a woman unless she owe me money. That's business, baby. The reason I say this about women is because women. If you look at the Republican Party, the reason that the vote for women was stifled was because Republican wives felt that women should stay at home and not be in the workplace, and shouldn't have a right to vote. It was Democratic women. So it's women fighting against women, even with the abortion rights situation. You see
Hey,
what I'm
man,
saying?
you know.
Yeah, because it was
Like
actually
I met a bunch of black Trump or not a bunch, but I met a few black Trump supporters recently. So, you know, all skin folk ain't kin folk, you know.
right. Yeah, but I'm just saying, look, don't get it twisted. The reason I'm saying it's women, because men are definitely, it's definitely associated with men. We have to deal with it too. Have you ever had a woman have an abortion? I'm gonna bring it out. Let's get into
No,
it.
no,
No,
no, no.
I but
I've been
I
very, very careful about where I leave my jizz. Like it's either
I would have a soccer team. No, I'm kidding.
no, see, no.
I'm kidding.
I've
No,
only left jizz either in a condom, on a face, stomach, titties, and a couple of buttholes, ladies. But other than that, I really
wow.
haven't even. I
You
haven't
know what?
had.
I didn't know you were going to give the entire
Yeah,
list.
I mean, it's you know,
I,
math scientifically, it's been difficult for me to have a child because I haven't left my sperm anywhere. Like unless the woman was on birth control, I just have, you know.
you know what happened with me? A woman saw. I had sex with a woman. It was used to be a friend of mine, cousin, and she poked holes in the condom because she said she wanted. She saw me on HBO and said, "I want our baby to have your eyes." That's what she told me. It was twins. I'm not making this up. I told her, I'll take care of the kids, but fuck you forever. And I'll
Mm,
never, when I deal with the children, I'll never deal with you. I'll never be with you. I won't like you. If I see you, I'll spit on the ground in front of you, and then I'll pick the kids up. Fuck you forever. And then miraculously,
she wanted an abortion.
she got an abortion.
There you go.
So that
My
was,
baker
that
said
wasn't my fault.
my baker felt I shared too much. She said TMI. Nicole, her college roommate had 3. Listen, if you need them, you want them, you should be able to have them, ladies. You know, it's whatever. Who was it? Treehead had a good. She said, there's a good Radiolab app that just came out on the whole history of the drug mifepristone. That is, yeah, AJ, just a couple of times. You know, I'm not. It's not really my gig, but you know, me and a couple of ladies got
You know,
invented.
it said a couple of buttholes. Well,
Yeah, just a
you know
couple.
what?
You know.
You know what? I could say none for me. I don't. You know what? You know, I don't really want to talk
Now
about how many
this
buttholes.
Nicole A said they be lying when they say they on birth control. Yo, Nicole, I almost had one chick get me like that. Like, yeah, she she was not upfront about that. And I was like, yo,
Are you sure? Yeah, but I mean,
yo,
I have 2 children. One, he knows my kids. Well, he knows one of them more than the other, and
yeah.
I don't even know one of them that much. Lately,
Don't say it like that, man. It's not
no.
your
The
fault.
reason I say it like that is, as a teenager, that motherfucker is a psycho. I love him. You know how kids turn into psychos when they're teenagers?
Oh yeah,
That,
it's the hormones, dog.
I'm telling you, man, this is a whole different dude. Like, I like you. I hate you. You're a good dad. You're an asshole. It's like, fuck I do to you, man. Let's fight. Fuck it. It's
Yeah,
father and son knuckle up time, Saturdays.
let's
But,
go.
but I'm saying, pertaining to this, if you look at this situation, this is a situation that the Republicans have been working on, and I bullshit you not. If you look back in the past history, forever, this is the systematic dismantling of any rights pertaining to women and your pussy. Period. The end.
Damani Jones says, chip off the old block. Talk about your son. I think he's calling you psycho, Shane, but
You
I'll
know
leave that
what?
between y'all. Talk
You
about
know what,
yourself.
man? Okay, yes, granted, I had a few issues, but I'm good now. I'm good now, motherfucker. Who is that?
Where's my
What you
medication?
want? What you want, nigga? Who wants some? Listen, no, I'm just well, yeah, thanks a lot. He might be. He's worse than me. He was okay, right. You might react. Fuck you. Fuck you with your correctness. But I'm saying,
But you know, the point is we all need our medication. So
and these women,
and sometimes these ladies need that too. And
well, I'm gonna
you know, it's so we'll see when the clock strikes midnight.
when it strikes midnight. But I'm telling you, women are already went at to Satan with his bullshit with the 6 week in Florida with the 6 week. Like basically, he's saying, well, if you don't know you're pregnant, that's your fault. How the fuck you gonna know unless you take a test constantly up to that point? But you don't even have any symptoms or anything in 6 weeks. So I think he's doing that to appease the base. Trump is, of course, a flip flop cunt, and he's going to do it. But this is the wild part with the Republicans, at least. There has been only 2 Republicans that have came out against this thing that's going to happen at midnight. 2. And they didn't even full blown come out at it, Pedro. They kind of, well, you know, I like my summer home. I want my summer home. I mean, you know. The religious right, they give me money. What do I do? What do I do, Pedro?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think it should concern us though that the Supreme Court decision is running up to the last hour, which means I don't know. You know, I feel like because we AJ went for it. He said your son hasn't stabbed a dog. Can't be worse than.
Okay.
First of all, guys, it was a bludgeoning. It wasn't a stabbing. Okay.
And it was too, but
it was blunt force trauma. It was not. Right. It was not a stabbing.
I busted his heart. It happened.
Don't make it. You make it sound bad, AJ. Come on.
No. I'm saying
he made killing the dog sound bad.
You know what? The dogs that came at me, they deserved it. Fuck dogs. I don't like dogs.
This nigga sound like DMX now. Get at me, dog. Yo, all the dogs that ever got at me.
All you dogs?
They caught a stick.
I got blood on my dick because I fucked the corpse. By the way, that's a DMX lyric. The point is, I think at midnight, I'm going to tell you right now, you tell me, Pedro, at midnight, I bullshit you not. When you see the response, you got to think that, what was it? Where they wore the pink hats. Remember when they wore the pink hats when Trump got in?
Mm-hmm.
There was 5 million, the pussy hat. There was 5 million women that marched on different capitals. You know what I'm saying?
Nicole H says, we can't ask the dog, so he was stabbed. He's no longer with us to tell his time.
Well, you know what? Stop trying to bite motherfuckers.
If there's no weapon, there's no crime.
Well, yeah, okay.
So there's no body.
So nobody else in the feed ever killed a dog. Nobody.
Oh Lord,
Pedro,
I have not ever killed a dog.
I have. I have heard dogs. It doesn't make me crazy. Hold on.
Oh wait, dogs. You know what? Technically, R.I.P. to Georgia. I did have to make a decision to put my dog down.
He did kill a dog.
So I guess technically I killed a dog.
I broke Skippy. There was a dog named Skippy. My grandmother had. I broke his rib.
This nigga said I broke Skippy. That's just not a sentence anybody should ever say. Unless you dropped a jar of Skippy peanut butter in your pit.
I broke Skippy. Because he was an evil fuck. He bit through my grandmother's thumb. He was an evil fuck. She kept him in the bathroom and would put newspaper down. And so it had a little fence thing. And she went to reach in there and he bit through her thumb. I was like, fuck this dog. So
this is in Jamaica.
Yeah, so when I get a chance, you know what I did? I took, I don't know if y'all know what these are. I'm so wrong. You know the little round things that, what are they? You lift like this? What, the bell?
Yeah.
But it was more round. And I swung it and hit him in the side and cracked his rib.
Okay. But he made that noise.
But yeah, and then my grandmother, that goofy broad, even though he bit through her thumb, took him to the fucking vet.
Was this in Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you said she kept him in the bathroom and there's a little fence, I was like, this is some bush. Yeah. Some bush shit.
And she kept that evil fucking dog, Skippy, little black dog with red eyes.
I broke Skippy. I want that to be your memoir, Shane. Please write a memoir just called I Broke Skippy.
All right, let's get back to abortion. God damn it. Y'all ain't gonna judge me for my murderous dog antics. All right.
We have some new people who joined in. Philip Thomas, I see you. Mr. No Slick Name. Glenn Griswold. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're talking about the fact that midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Actually, in
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, so basically 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
In 5.5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
5.5 hours. So this is the wild part about it. The Republicans
before the Supreme Court decides whether to allow
the Supreme Court
mifepristone to be
which is actually something that's going to affect women, and also women can. You know that a doctor can be arrested even if you travel to another state to get an abortion. If if the baby was or the perceived baby or the goo or whatever way you want to call it, because was conceived in that state. If they go to another state and get rid of the baby, guess what? The doctor in that other state could get 5 years in jail.
Oh yeah,
5 years
in Texas, for sure.
and a federal fucking crime. So the thing is, if the Republicans get away with this shit, which I think they will, because the Republicans are the majority of aren't they the majority?
Well, conservative. We'll say conservative. We tend to talk about the court in terms of conservative.
Well, they're conservative. Well, we know what the fuck they are.
It's 6-3 conservative majority.
So if they do this shit, I'm saying women. I'm going to include men because Pedro always want to bring up the other side of it. But I think that women and men should absolutely mobilize and say, okay, this is the last fucking straw. Quit being pussies, Democrats, and knock these motherfuckers out. Bring this shit up in every fucking rally, every fucking speech. When you're on television, hold them accountable. That's it. And if they don't, I will beat their dog to death if you don't.
All righty, there we go. By the way, it seems we have many people out there who have killed pets with either cars or other instruments of death. So,
wow.
We might.
I'm not. Wow. Wow.
AJ Fitz said it like it was a contract kill. He said, "I've ended some pet lives driving, not swerving, chancing my ride, speed bump." Hey guys, that shit happens. Whatever.
No, but see, y'all act like I just went into a dog shelter.
You broke Skippy.
Why? His name was Skippy. And when I say he bit through my grandmother's thumb, his tooth went through her thumb and was on the other side. Had to yank the motherfucker off, and then you see it pop off and all his blood. I was like, and she sounded like Eddie Murphy said, "Oh Jesus, oh Lord,
oh Lord, help me, I'm falling."
Skippy, I can't do her voice. Skippy, he crushed my thumb, and she talked real weird. My grandmother was a weirdo. She's a pastor, fucking weirdo. She was a fucking weirdo. I used to love her and hate her, man. She let the dog sleep on the bed when I come over there to visit, and there'd be dog shit on the bed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
She like, get out of Skippy room now.
Yeah, she let the fuck her and the dog.
Skippy.
Yeah, fuck.
Skippy don't like company.
No, but yeah, so I'm just saying.
All right. Well,
why does everybody feel like my grandmother is still haunting him over the dog? No, I didn't. Skippy lived. Right.
Skippy lived, man. Well, speaking of letting them live, man. Savage A, fucking feeling facts matter. Shang and I live in a small community called Los Angeles, where we
is that a small community?
It's a village. I'd call it basically a budding commune at best is what I would call Los Angeles.
We literally, I know we do this on here. We live maybe 6 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, man. I could probably walk to your spot in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But so, and that being said, this small budding village does have what we might call a homeless problem. So speaking of letting them live, if you came out here, it ain't all postcards. You're gonna see, tent cities in spread out throughout the city. And
but that's everywhere, though. I mean,
Atlanta, throughout the city from
downtown Atlanta. Yeah, it's bad.
No doubt. So, but like I said, we live here, so the local problem is our problem as well. And our recently elected mayor, my former congressional representative, Karen Bass, but now she is LA's mayor.
She's the big dog now. I'm going to speak of dogs.
She got the juice now. No, but she's
Wait a minute.
running.
Did you just do a reference from?
Yeah, juice. Yeah,
I got the juice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on.
Go ahead,
you know what it is.
Finish what you said. I did not know of all the references.
You got the now. You know what it is.
That movie was god awful.
What, Juice?
That movie was god awful.
What?
What do you mean? What? No.
We might have to skip this topic just to just
No,
to
we
get
gonna
up.
get into the topic.
Tupac, you talking about Tupac's cinematic debut?
Juice was god awful. Just the line, "You got the juice now." Oh my God! You know how bad
it was
it was.
1992
I
or
know,
some
man.
shit.
It was fucking horrible. When he's at the locker and hey, what's up, dog? All that fucking acting. Tupac and the ghost
Look,
of Tupac,
Jamani
you can
said
eat a bag of dicks, a ghost dicks. Tupac,
Juice was good.
he was
Talk
a
to me,
bitch.
y'all. Yeah, Coochie Diamond, you in the building. I see you,
Juice
bro.
was not
But
good. Stop it.
look, Nicole gave it. Jamani said it was good. Nicole gave it a fire emoji. Come on, bro. This is Philip Thomas
Only thing
is
good in it. The only thing good
look.
in that
He said,
movie.
"Shane, you're
I
tripping."
am not tripping. The only thing good in that movie was Eric B. and Rakim's, the Ledge song. Other than that, it was a lot of cliches, a lot of same old, a lot of same old gangster black people shit. And I just thought it was corny. If Tupac's supposed to be, if Tupac's making, "Holla If You Hear Me, Dear Mama," and all that other shit, and then you act like that in the fucking movie.
It's a movie. It was a movie.
It was still a cliche. You don't think it was cliche as fuck?
I mean, I don't know what lens you're looking at it through, man. I was a teenager when that movie came out. It was major, like it was while hip hop was, beginning to go mainstream. I mean, it was. I think at the time it almost made Damani Jones become a DJ. Omar Epps did. He said Omar was scratching them tables. I wanted to be a DJ. It almost changed Damani's life.
Oh, y'all are okay. We're gonna get into the homeless thing.
Yeah, we will. But what I was gonna say. No, what I was gonna say though is that
you don't think it was cliche.
I mean,
gangster cliche shit.
No more than any other movie is. Then I would say, you know what I mean. Like in that sense, The Godfather was cliche about Italian.
I'm not saying. It definitely was. But what I'm saying is, for us as black people, when I saw that movie, and you got to understand, back then I wore fucking puka shells. I watched that movie. I'm older. I'm way older than Pedro.
People be like, "Shane, you got the juice." He's like, "Is it organic, fresh squeezed?"
First off,
is it papaya,
brother? I said that a lot, brother. Listen, brother. But no, I'm just saying, no, it was cliche. It was corny to me. There was a lot of corniness. And yes, I agree. New Jack City had, Rockabye Baby, whatever the fuck that corny shit too.
Rockabye Baby.
Yeah, that shit was corny. It was corny. I was in one of those moods where
you just mad because the light-skinned nigga got stabbed in his hand. I know why New Jack City bothers you. Come on, Shane. Let it out, dog. Talk about it, man.
I just felt
back then, especially light-skinned niggas was looked at as soft. And you felt they made Wesley seem like the powerful Mandingo nigga, and Christopher Williams just had to sit back with good hair.
You know what?
And it was fucked up.
Don't break me. I'm dreaming.
All right. Kuchadama says, if it's still 1990, Juice was good. Now, fuck no. That's why I said
this shit was corny, yo.
No. That's why I said it. I don't know what lens you're looking through, because like if I reminisce, well, if I look through my 14-year-old eyes or whatever, then it's a good movie that I'm always gonna love. If I watched it now and I haven't watched it in a long time, I could probably sit back and be like, "Oh, this nigga is this and all that shit is corny and blah blah blah." You can pick.
You want to do something with me, brother?
You could pick shit apart.
Horrible acting. I wanted to. I was watching it. I wish I had a crossbow dipped in fucking coon juice or something to shoot him. Fuck him. It was bad. And
I had a homegirl. I had a homegirl that saw Raheem at a club out here once. I can't remember the actor's name. Sorry, but she was like so ready trying to fuck this dude. Like I was like, girl, chill.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I like. Okay, then we're gonna definitely move on. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like the Tupac, because I didn't like Tupac anyway. Well, anyway, and I'll give fuck y'all think I'm corny. Now I liked Tupac when he teamed up with Public Enemy and did the whole, Holla If You Hear Me and all of that was under Terror Squad. I like that because it was actually a conscious, and it actually it gave some credence to his mother, who was a Black Panther, and what we were really about at that time, which I felt we needed more. But I saw Tupac be a bitch in real life. We were at this place, I forget the name of this lesbian strip club. All right. I used to be on Peanuts on Santa Monica. I was there with some people. Tupac was in the booth in front of us. Tupac, and it's a real story, Tupac kept hitting on this dude's girl. And the dude said, I'm a fan of yours, real dog, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, homie, you know the LA shit. Hey, homie, I really did your shit, but man, it's my girl, man. He kept hitting on her. And he said, man, I don't give a fuck you, Tupac. Don't hit on my girl. He goes to stand up to step to Tupac. And I figured, well, if you're going to knuckle up, y'all should be one-on-one. Tupac go get four dudes start stomping him out. We stand up to go do stuff, but the security who was on these motherfuckers with the quickness. And I just, after that, I was like, that was a bitch move. One, trying to get at his girl. And you knew it was his girl.
And you only doing that because he got security.
And two, you had some other niggas jump on him. So since then, exactly. So when I saw the movie, I was like, ain't that bitch, little bitch nigga?
Bitch nigga. Damani Jones says Shang wanted to play the Ice-T part. Man, let it out, Shang, if you wanted, you know.
I want to shoot you so bad, my dick is hard. That was horrible too. That was,
man. I mean, most movies, when you look back at them, you know, it's hard for a movie to hold. Every movies are representative of the time.
It keeps calling me and calling me.
Put Chris on the map.
I know it put Chris on the map. All right, go ahead.
Okay, speaking of crackheads, Pookie brings us right back to where we need to be. But I'm sorry. LA Mayor Karen Bass so she's proposed her budget. And it's she's allocated 10% of it towards addressing homeless issues in Los Angeles. So out of a $13 billion budget, she wants to put $1.3 billion of that towards addressing homelessness. She's increased that budget by 9.7% over the prior year.
Right.
She set aside 20% of it. $250 million for a program called Inside Safe, which is designed to move unhoused residents from street encampments indoors. Man.
You know what? Don't ever bring up no more shit anymore. Now that look, I'm never bringing shit up. Philip said.
He said, Shane, tell us. Philip Thomas says, Shane, tell us about the time you saw Jimi Hendrix take too long to order ice cream at Baskin Robbins.
Tupac was within my era. Jimi Hendrix wasn't. Philip, that's wrong.
Yeah, man.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you why I'm saying I brought up Gavin Newsom pretending that. Gavin Newsom also had a thing where he basically wanted to have fabricated houses made for homeless people, so they have a temporary place to live, and they would move them out to the San Bernardino area a little bit further out, and they would actually bust them out there, help them get themselves together, help them get cleaned up. The other thing is, now if you notice on 3rd Street out here, because it was homeless encampments all over in front of CBS, they put gates up now on the sidewalk where people can't put homeless encampments to prevent them to do that. I think that the fact that she's doing that, one, it'll make LA better, but also you got to think people falling on hard times is fucked up. It'll help them out to get themselves maybe back on track, get themselves back on track. And by the way, I'm almost white, with being an almost white crackhead in New Jack City. Wow.
Kuchadamas, yeah. I mean, it'd be tough to see that.
Kuchadamas, come to my show when I'm up in Tacoma and bring your lovely wife.
We'd be like, Shane, you used to be prom king. Now you're just a prom fiend.
Yeah, see that?
Remember that?
How horrible that was.
Remember that shit?
But I thought it was horrible.
But we remember the lines. They're classic. They're classic, bro. Okay, you can't do that, man.
I think Karen.
Then like classic hip hop, is whack, right?
Oh yeah.
Like don't push me. Cause I'm close. You would kick a nigga off the cliff if he tried to rap like that right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's what? No, okay. Okay, no, but that was more. But he can rhyme. It was just that was a mess. It was called The Message because he wanted to get the message out. But then if you listen to some other stuff, Grandmaster
broken glass everywhere.
But Grandmaster Melly Mel could actually rhyme. It's just.
I'm not saying he could. All I'm saying is like hip hop progressed to different styles and levels. And if you just look backwards and hold it to current standards, then everything's gonna seem whack. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
the first Corvette would be whack as hell compared to the new one.
Okay.
Right?
All you people saying how all these old jokes, I will embrace
Shang
them.
was Ray Charles. What'd he say? He was Ray Charles running, getting him his heroin on the road. Come on,
Okay,
man.
and you know what? I was gonna get in a fist fight with Betty White because she called him a ninja. All right, but Betty White knew what was up, and she backed down.
Don't put that on Betty. Don't put that on.
Okay,
Betty.
but
plus Fujinamas, Shang and Betty were having sex at the time, so she got caught up in the heat of the moment.
And so it wasn't my fault.
And she was like, "Damn, nigga." I mean,
Betty was a freak, by the way. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Shang could have killed her career. Y'all just don't know. But anyways, listen. Karen Bass is putting more money towards the homelessness problem in LA than any previous mayor. And, you know, this is America. And what do we do with problems? Throw money at it, right? And hey, maybe this could work. Maybe if we actually invested in real efforts to get these people off the streets, because you go all over city and people are like, oh, these fucking tent towns and all this shit. And, you know, they'll do it anywhere, you know, and in front of businesses, side of the freeway, under a bridge.
But they're clearing it out where we live at. They've been clearing it out. But the thing
it's a vicious cycle, right? Like,
but if
the police come through and all of a sudden they basically bulldoze the people out, you know, metaphorically.
Okay.
And then you know, a couple weeks later, month later, you know, that same spot can becomes a new encampment.
But no, we definitely need to address the homeless. But this is the wild shit that I say, if they're going to put that extra money in, a couple bill or at least $1 billion, use it to figure out it's a cause of the homelessness is to go after the root of it. And I think that sometimes it's mental illness. You know how people, because we don't have as many asylums or people stuff like that to help people maybe get back on track. They just put them out in the street. I saw a documentary where they were just putting people that were crazy back out in the street. And what do you think they're going to do? So I think that the main thing, Pedro, at least Betty White wasn't a hobo. Whoa. Wow.
He said, at least Betty White wasn't a hobo bitch. She had residence. Listen, Coochie Damas, much like my current mayor, Karen Bass, I'm doing my best to get homeless people off the street. Okay. And if it means that I got to bring a bitch home, you know what I mean? And tackle that for a night or two.
Well, okay.
And then put her back out on the street. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
I ain't gonna lie. This ain't no permanent situation.
You know what? I think that before Karen Bass even had this, I think that Pedro had a thing where he was setting up for white hobo hoes that were actually coming in and out of his house. He would give them dick for roof. I called it my tent pole program.
Right. Where my dick was like a tent pole.
Right.
You come sleep here for a night.
Actually, the first name was Shaft for shelter. So that was the first one. And then they said, "Oh, that's a little graphic." And then he went with tent pole. They went, that makes sense.
I tried to call it "Come Inside," but the message got mixed. Got mixed.
But I think a lot of but hey, that's Pedro's choice to like to fuck with white girls. I personally think I like the fact Pedro fucks white girls. That's called reparations.
Coochie Dama said, "Nigga, you was kidnapped in your own house. Damn it! Listen,
it's
the best place. It's the best place to get kidnapped. I know where all the snacks are. I know how to get out." You know what I mean? If you're gonna kidnap me, I'd rather be in my house than yours.
Yeah, and so he kind of helped the homeless situation. So him and Karen Bass are on the same page.
Only for one night.
That's wild. And that, by the way, that bit, you got to do that bit. That bit is such a good bit. But the reason
that's gonna be on the next special.
What Karen Bass needs to address is not just getting them a place to stay, which Gavin Newsom already had talked about the $200 million they wanted to do for temporary shelters. You know, they're prefab temporary shelters. I saw it on, I don't know why I was watching it, where they literally pull a truck up and it's little tiny, like hotel rooms that you can just put on the back of a truck. I forget the name. And they're prefab. So it's like tons of them. And
little tiny homes and stuff. There's a whole bunch of solutions out there.
Out there.
You just have to put money towards it, right?
Right. $200 million was the initially thing, and now that Karen Bass is in there putting a billy after it, I personally think that it's going to change everything with that. And I think that other cities, Georgia, you piece of shit, even though I'll be there for 5 shows. Everybody listen to me calling it piece of shit. But every people coming to my show, they're the best people in the world. I'm talking about the other people, the racist outliers in Georgia that I hate. Fucking Georgia, you panty sniffers. So, but Georgia should watch what Karen Bass is doing. Take some of that money and this
is all, and you know, this is all proposed at this point. This is a proposed budget. None of these you know, proposals have gone into effect yet. So
but it's a good idea.
We want to see, you know, the implementation of some sort of some initiative towards these problems.
But they really should address, just like with guns. I think, okay, this is my opinion, and I don't hear shit from nobody else. Mental illness and the people that are letting back out on the street to have mental illness. Address that. Address the fact that, you know, there's obviously they have drug problems, and help them get out of that cycle. Because if you don't help them get out of that cycle, they're going to end right back up on the fucking street. So it kills me when people they put a Band-Aid on a fucking, you know, a ninja samurai wound. You know, it's like, don't do that. And that's why America's so full of shit. Like, if you look at easy shit they could do. And let's go to where Pedro's from, Michigan. Look how long it took for them to even address Flint's water. No, I'm just Michigan. Michigan. Look how long it took when there were so many easy solutions. The same thing with LA and Cali. There were so many solutions they could have done to help the homeless, the mentally ill that are on the street. In fact, one mentally ill dude, he had not schizophrenia. What's the one where you're nice 1 minute and you're crazy as fuck? Bipolar. And he attacked
manic depressive
bipolar. He attacked the lady and bit her all up, like, you know. But you know what I'm saying. So obviously they saw this man circling around and saw he had problems. Instead of the cops rolling up and go, "Oh, this nigger here, fucking," instead of that, get people that can actually work with these homeless, you know, mentally ill people. So they should put some of that money. What is it? Almost $1 billion. Is it over $1 billion?
1.3 is what she's.
Take some of that money and get mental health care experts to get out when they do get the homeless people, to separate the ones that's just having a hard fucking time and the ones that are like just having mental issues or breakdowns or bipolar. All they need is medication. The one dude I saw, they said was schizophrenic or something, and they put him on medication. The motherfucker's normal as shit now. Got a job, got a wife. He just got to stay on his medication. Why not do it that way? But that's my opinion. And I don't know if Karen Bass is listening to the show. I'm sure she is. Karen Bass, use some of that money to help get mental health experts on the streets to help these fucking homeless people. Period.
I don't see a bullet point necessarily that addresses that like specifically, but I mean, but no, absolutely. But this does seem to be a roundabout approach, or I should say a more complete and sort of full circle approach where, you know, they're trying to prevent homelessness first, which means like maybe shoring up people who are on the brink,
right?
As well as
close to it,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
rehabilitating, and creating new housing, and then yeah. So like there's like a few approaches to this that are
well, yeah, but I don't want it just to be a relocation thing as much as it is attack the root problem. But sometimes
some of them are going to the factory to be made as goop, which we'll be eating in the future.
Which, I mean, now we saw that Soylent Green, everybody knows that. And Kuchadamas can give up his tennis shoe room to let somebody live there for a while. We saw your tennis shoe room, Kuchadamas. You decadent motherfucker. That's why
you walking past barefoot people like I got.
Yeah, that's why the poor want to eat the rich, Kuchadamas.
There you go. AJ Fit asks, is that hobo ho one of them buttholes you left jizz in, Pedro? Listen, AJ, a gentleman never jizzes and tells, but what I will say is that butt stuff is for love. And me and hobo ho didn't know each other that well. You know what I'm saying? So
wait a minute, butt stuff, which by the way is the best bumper sticker ever.
Butt stuff is for love, man. So any butt stuff I've done with ladies that, you know, we had an intimate understanding of each other, and you know, there was love in that. There was love in that.
I gotta, my main thing is get
All
me,
right.
I want to get me one of those snow heathens, and I want to knock down one of those snow heathens.
I'm gonna give you see what that looks like. Man, you could, you just gotta focus, Shane.
Everybody think
Live your life.
everybody be say, all you corny motherfuckers that keep saying, damn near white and other stuff. Meet me. Kuchinamas met me, so it's different. Nobody be what like y'all corny motherfuckers say that corny shit. The real niggas don't say that shit to me. And I've been in the most grimy places in the world, and nobody and no grimy niggas will be like, oh, these niggas, they the white. Nobody says that.
And you know what?
But you corny motherfuckers.
But you know who loves all that grimy shit, Shane?
Who?
White girls. Get you one, dog. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Make sure you follow.
Act like you have a seminar for it.
It's just and you know who loves hood shit, Shane? White
girls.
Get you one. So Savage AF, man, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page if you haven't already. You know what it is, y'all. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. And as we do,
a whore, comes in buttholes of girls. It's a whore.
Not all of them, just the ones I love.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. You're welcome for the hair, by the way, today, guys. I did that for you.
Yeah.
Savage AF, man, listen. Announcement. They're going back on tour. Your boy Putin, Vladimir, I'm a fascist riding horses topless Putin, has joined the Gap band.
I'm sorry. You got to see this one before you get into it. Love sounds like it could be a shitty.
Yeah, hey man, sometimes
savage. Just savage.
You know, it's the metaphor that keeps on giving. But yeah, man. So the reason why I say Vladimir Putin has joined the Gap band, no, he's not part of an R&B band.
He didn't burn rubber on you.
I doubt if he has rhythm at all. But
rubber on me.
Oh no! But what he did do is you dropped a bomb on me, baby. I don't know if you heard this, but the reports are, and Russia has confirmed it, that in the midst of this Russian invasion of Ukraine, Russia has bombed one of its own goddamn cities. A bomber mistakenly released munitions onto one of its own towns. They have video. It like a street, you know, like a city cam caught. All of a sudden, the ground just fucking explodes. A car flies up in the air. But at the point in which you're in a war and you're invading a country, and it's your own damn country, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like once you get to the point of invasion where you're invading yourself, you might want to step back and you know, recalculate. Yeah, yes. assess your strategy and see what's really going on. I mean, it's one thing to bomb civilian cities of an enemy that you created out of nowhere that was not your enemy at all. But it's a whole nother thing to bomb your own city in your own country. This is a city that has like 400,000 people. So, you know, this ain't some village shit, right? You know, it's a populated area. Yeah, at the point in which you're just dropping bombs on you know what I mean? Like,
well,
I feel like it'd be like walking into a bank and putting a gun to your own head and be like, nobody move or he gets it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody move, nobody gets hurt. It's like, I don't think you know how this works, dog. So yeah, Russia. But I know we question whether Karen Bass watches the show, but we're positive that Vladimir Putin is watching this show. So, Pooty Poot, come on, dog. You might want to stop all bombing, at least until you be like, okay, see, the map was upside down, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, check all the things. Make sure the computer's plugged in. Something's wrong though. when you're bombing your own fucking country.
Well,
that's my popping for today.
Okay, well
guys.
let me just tell you why they bombed his own shit. He believes Ukraine is evil and taking their shit, so you got to bomb evil. So he's bombing evil,
and it's in him.
And it's. But if you look at if you look at what's going to happen, well, I'm sorry. I'm letting everybody know. Do you understand? This is a thing where he's trying to take it back, just like if you look at Trump, make America great again. He believes Russia should own all of that fucking area. After that, Poland and Turkey are in the mix. So he will release a nuclear bomb, no bullshit, to make his point. If he does, do you understand? That means that the winds will blow and kill Russians. This is how crazy this motherfucker is. Why aren't we sending drones over there or Iron Man or some assassins or something to take this motherfucker out? He's that crazy. He will shoot nuclear bomb. If you shoot nuclear bomb on the edge of Ukraine, guess what happens? Russia gets it. Turkey gets it. And then you know what? You can't plant nothing there for fucking 100 years. Because it'll have
nobody has bread.
Right.
A lot of wheat comes out there.
All right. So I mean, I'm not surprised by that, but do you know that that's just the nature of this motherfucker? And guess who backs him? Guess who backs him? The Republicans.
Let me see. And not just Republicans, but
the Republicans. A lot of Republicans.
The Queen Mandarin. Not just but also that Queen Mandarin, biscuit-headed Trumpty Dumpty fell off a wall, motherfucker. Like he lives right now. He's inside Vladimir Putin's butt, like as a tiny anal tampon. I call him that. So that's he's like, yes, master. Back to my. He's Putin's Renfield.
Which, by the way, I want to see the movie. I just think that we are forgetting the fact that, at least I think that America's forgetting that motherfucker is that crazy. Number one. Number two. If he'll bomb it, you ever seen Avengers? What was it, Endgame? Where Thanos was losing, he started losing when Scarlet Witch lifted him in the air, and he said
he didn't give a fuck.
He said, but Thanos, you'll kill our people. Rain fire. He's him. He's Thanos. We need Tony Stark. I'm doing Marvel references. Nobody knows him. Putin is that crazy. So I'm not surprised at none of it.
That's it.
But you know what else is crazy? The fact that y'all haven't subscribed to the channel. If you're new to the channel, you know what? You got to subscribe to the channel. So make sure that you check us out. We're normally here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for correcting me on that, because I didn't even remember that, Chuck, at all. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? You are the last dragon. Okay. It's like, I'm the meanest show enough, mofo.
Show enough.
Okay, but also make sure you subscribe to the channel. When you do, make sure you remember one thing so you get alerted when the show's on. Click the bell. Make sure you click the bell. Also, make sure you give us some thumbs up to help us with the algorithm. Yeah, and make it smooth, baby.
Feel the
drink for yourself too while you're at it. You know what I'm saying? Also, follow. Very important. Pedro put this on the same level as breathing. I don't know if it's that deep.
It's social oxygen.
At Black Pedro.
Fuck with me.
Instagram. At Comedian Shang on that. My Shangry today is gonna be short and sweet, and it's Mississippi. Well, that's better. You said Mississippi missed me on that bullshit. Mississippi, where it says it's like coming home. No, it's like coming back to fucking slavery days. Do you know right now there's a bill that they already had talked about it before. Another bill was more that they're bringing Jim Crow 2023. Did you? Yeah, you knew about that, right? You didn't know about that?
James Eagle, is that what they're calling it now?
All right, basically,
James Hawk.
they're separate. We already talked about it before, where they're separating, where they want to have a court system specifically for Black people. Just
And specifically in Jacksonville.
In Jackson.
I'm sorry, not Jackson, Mississippi, which is the capital and a predominantly Black city. Sorry, go ahead.
Right, 56% Black. The other percent snow heathens or milk monkeys. The bottom line is right now they're going through with it. So you talk about midnight tonight, where they're going to basically take women's pussy rights away. This is the same thing where they're going to basically put in place the Jim Crow of 2023. I don't know what y'all think about it, but I think Mississippi can kiss my entire ass. Fuck the Mississippi.
Miss me with that sippy shit.
Yeah, sip on these nuts. Okay, we're never going to end racism if we can't. And this is white folks too that know this is wrong. That know that this has been wrong for the fact that they've been trying to do this for 4 years. They started this before the pandemic. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but Mississippi right now has brought back Jim Crow. And if you think that this is not the blueprint for Texas and Alabama, Dakota, Montana,
Arkansas,
they're going to do this. Mississippi, I never do gigs in Mississippi because I don't feel like breaking my fucking act down with notes and fucking pictures, you fucking dummies, you bunch of backward fucking dummies.
You just go down there like, hang on now.
I have to start my act out with him. What music you want? The DJ go, what music you want? I go, hey man, play something hot. Then he's over there.
Give me 2 spoons.
He's hand-boning. Mississippi, you can kiss my entire ass if you do not rise up, Mississippi. And absolutely, positively, fucking stop this from going through. Now, it's good. They said it so far, it's going through. Stop this shit. And if not, Biden, federal, whatever you got to do, this is wrong. This is some Jim Crow shit. This is some targeting Black neighborhood shit. Again, we got to stop this shit. And if we don't stop it, Mississippi, first off, what do you mean, wow, Shang? Mississippi, fuck Mississippi if they go through with this shit. We already talked about it, Pedro. The fact that they actually even thought this shit up makes me go, he's some bitch ass.
Motherfucker say what?
Yeah, that's crazy. So this is happening now. And you notice it hasn't been in the news as much, but this is what's happening now. Also, another thing they're trying to do, where they're trying to, and I wish I was joking, you can look it up. They want to build a wall around Black neighborhoods in Tennessee. There is a coalition of white people, of the whites that want to build a wall because they believe there's more crime in Black neighborhoods. And in actuality, when you look at the statistics, more white people kill more white people than Black people kill Black people. And also crime.
Do the math.
In Jackson, crime, even though there has been more homicides, crime has gone down in these neighborhoods, and yet they still want to do that. And you're right, AJ Fit, Mississippi has been crazy. That's this real shit. And I agree with AJ Fit. Biden is soft as fucking baby shit, and he ain't gonna do anything. Somebody gotta do something, because if this legislation of separating courts,
separate court system just for Jackson. That, by the way, it's overseen by, basically a white committee.
A white committee
is what we're talking about. So yeah,
now.
I think though we've seen so many communities be disenfranchised in so many ways, whether it's just kind of in terms of resources with Flint. And this happened throughout Michigan, but basically all the large Black communities in Michigan fell under emergency management, which is just like government appointed fascist bullshit where one person decides what's good for a community. Right. But we've seen so many Black communities be disenfranchised. Jackson had a water problem as well. So that being said, I'd have to agree with AJ and you in that the government, on the federal level, is never really stepping into these situations.
Stepping in this situation where It's obvious that they're doing some racist shit. I think that they should get a bag of frozen dicks, go down there and start beating some ass. I just don't understand why all of these different things that are happening in Florida with banning black books, banning books in general, banning going against gay and transgender. It's getting more and more and more. And even though Marjorie Taylor Greene says she wants a divorce from America, where the blue states can live where the blue states and the red states live with red states, not realizing that the blue states fund the red states. You poor, backward, bunk, dunk, fucking idiot, cracker barrel eating bitches. So you don't understand
albino
it. So that's the truth. So look at, I don't know, you didn't see it. I've been reading up on it. It's happening right now. In fact, let me see. I had it on my phone. In 2023, this is the Mississippi House will pass a bill that would essentially resurrect Jim Crow. Now the proposed law will heading to the Senate, which that's what I'm telling y'all now, where the Republicans also retain majority power. Perhaps Mississippi will become the first state to openly reinstate Jim Crow, extracting black power in every form it can. Now, this was the initial thing I read was in February. Now it's coming around, and it's going to be happening this weekend.
There you go. That's what it is, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. That's
crazy shit
today.
Crazy shit,
that's
y'all.
For today, y'all.
Hey, y'all, listen.
There's so many states we're adding to our boycott list. Let's do it. Pretty soon we'll be in California.
And that's it.
Maine, goddamn New York. And that's it.
Maybe right. Roanoke. I've been there. It's okay. And Fox News, you can suck a dick. Listen,
keep on sucking. Keep on talking. Savage AF, man. Fucking feelings, facts matter.
But check out this young man telling jokes. I think it's
tonight. I'll be if you're in LA, I'll be in Hollywood swinging. A place called the Three Clubs. Great historic performance venue. Great show going on tonight. Hollywood Hilarity. Jody Miller, Vince Fastline, Sam Tripoli's gonna be in the house. So it's gonna be a good old time, man. 8:00 show. I got a link in my bio, although I think the Eventbrite closed yesterday. But I'm sure you could show up and pay at the door.
I think they'll be able to do it. So make sure you go.
But either way, there's a bar lounge there. It's a
nice venue. It's gonna be.
It's also where I'll be shooting my special.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Next month, May 25th, Thursday. We're doing 2 shows, so I'll be putting that info out. It will be coming out. It'll be coming out. Also, I'll be at Momeles. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'll be in Marietta, California tonight at the Secret Garden Comedy. It's on the Eventbrite. You go to Eventbrite and put in Secret Garden Comedy or on Instagram. I'll be there at 8:00. I guess the other comics come and get me in about an hour. So if you get the chance, you have to be in the Marietta area. Come check us out. Going to be a very good show. It's also on my Instagram. And also if you're in Tacoma, Washington. Wow, I agree, Evelyn. If you're in Tacoma, Washington, I didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just had to put this up by Evelyn. She said, "Dumb Marjorie also said that if Trump isn't nominated, she's moving out of America to Alaska." Yeah, she's going to the Russian ambassador, Sarah Palin's house.
Yeah, which is, I can see stupidity from where I stand.
Hey, Putin.
But I'll be in Tacoma, Washington, May 5th through the 7th at Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club. Get your tickets today. Go to Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club website, and you can get your tickets. Tacoma, Cuchadamas. Tell all your friends that live up there to come to the goddamn show. All right. Tell all your friends. And I know your pretty ass wife. I like fucking with it. His wife's fine. No, I ain't personal. I'm giving him a compliment. I ain't that type.
Okay.
Of I would never try to get at another man's woman.
Hold on. Breaking news. Sorry, breaking news. This just came into me. From Apple News Top Stories. The Supreme Court preserves access to the abortion pill mifepristone while the appeals process continues. So, for now, ladies, we started off the top of the show not knowing what state your vagina might be in, but currently in all states,
yours.
At least you can still pop that pill.
Yeah.
That pill at least. So,
Yeah.
and this is while the appeals process is while the appeals is in process. So, update as we get out of here.
Okay, as we get out of here, that was an update. But I was just telling
Supreme Court did their thing.
Kuchadamas, tell all you people up in the Washington State area. And I was joking about your wife. I don't mean that she's not fine. I just am stunned she would a dumb nigga like you. I'm kidding, man. Don't you?
He's
hurt
hoping
me.
for a divorce.
By the way, Kuchadamas ain't no small nigga. I apologize, man, because when he walked up on me, I'm like, hey man, I apologize for anything I said to disparage anything about you, brother. But no,
yeah,
no. If
you got shoes to kick your ass with, you know.
Yeah, but no, if you get a chance to come out, I gotta show and prove, because if you don't draw,
show and tell.
We ain't with y'all. That's what they say.
You know what it is, man.
All right,
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. We will be back here on Monday. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, have a great weekend, everybody.
Have
what
a great
I'd like
weekend.
To,
yes.
What we'd like for you to do here at Savage AF is
one thing.
Stay black. Well, actually 3 things.
Well,
stay black. Number 1 is stay black if you are.
1.
Okay, and we come in all shades. So
but this don't mean white people can't stay white. You can stay white too, because
what I was next thing I was going to say is, like, if you're not black, don't be black. Like, just stay you. Do you. And
then 3rd,
but what you don't do to you, keep your finger out your nose. Just don't be picking.
Yeah, because that's nasty, man. And if you're gonna do it in the privacy of your home. Why I gotta pull up to a red light, look over at you over there? It's like an old joke. Why don't you pick me a car while you're at it, you motherfucker?
Yeah, mother. Savage AF, y'all fuck your feelings.
Go see Pedro at the show at the 3 clubs. Later.